Hey guys, this is CT with CT's Touch Horses forward slash dogs. Uh, Gonna start doing a weekly live for you guys, for my viewers. I got one of my viewers that new viewer, and he wanted to know when to start training a protection puppy. Now check this out, guys. For anybody that's new to my page is about horses and dogs. Lately, I've been doing more with my dogs and horses, but you horse people, hang with me. I got some videos coming. For all my viewers that's logging in, kind of check me out and let me get the video. And then if you want to comment, I'll try to answer comments. But I want to say hey and Happy New Year to everybody. And I want to ask you guys, man, if you come across my video and if you see something you like, share it on your social media, share it on your Facebook, your Instagram, or whatever. Just share it and help get this good information out. I feel like that I pass some pretty good information. It's a lot of misguided information on the internet when it comes to dogs. So here we go. So he wanted to know when to start training a protection puppy. All right. When you want to make a protection dog, so you got your puppy. So I start training my puppies as early as 5 and 6 weeks when they start coming out the doghouse. But the only thing that I'm really doing with my puppies for protection work is just building their prey drive, and that's their interest in wanting to chase something. So I want to build that. I want to build that interest in the chase. And then as they get a little older, around 10, 12 weeks, or even up about 8 weeks, I'll just play with them with a tug or a rag, and I just want to get them comfortable with biting. I'll start introducing them to just a little bit of a fight, but all I'm actually doing is just laying a foundation for later. There's some guys on the YouTube videos, and they talk about making man stopper puppies. And to me, that there's no such thing as a man stopper puppy, because there ain't a puppy out there in this world that's going to stop me from doing anything that I want to do. So when you start trying to make these puppies aggressive at such a young age, you're probably building an unsafe dog for later on, or you're setting that dog up for failure because he's probably going to get challenged or get tested, and somebody's going to put that puppy in his place. Not that he's not a bad puppy or a puppy with the potential to be bad, but like I said, there ain't a puppy in the world that's going to stop me from doing anything. So when you got your young puppies and you want a protection dog for later on, just hone in on his obedience, hone in on his socialization. A protection dog, you guys hear me say all the time, a protection dog is not a mean dog. A protection dog can be a friendly dog. So you want that dog socialize with people. I mean, you want him very social, because as your protection dog, you want to be able to take him out later without him trying to eat up the world and bite and attack everybody. So just during those puppy stages, build his drive. Just lay the foundation. And when I say lay the foundation, get him used to chasing. Get him used comfortable with biting. But also you're teaching him to let go. You're teaching him calmness. I even start kicking and hitting around on my puppies. And I'll show you guys in some new videos here later. Or you can go back into some of my old videos and you can see how I play with my puppies. But I do everything in play. I don't put my puppy in defense. I don't challenge my puppy. Everything is in play. Uh, there are some trainers on there that they talk about doing civil work with puppies. There's no use for it right now. And some of them they talk about doing civil work, and then the first thing they do is they grabbing a tug or a sleeve or something. Guys, that's not civil work. You know, you don't do civil work, but then you go grabbing some equipment. When it comes to civil work and man work, in the beginning, in the initial stages, there's no equipment involved in the training at all. So there's no need for that with your puppies. No need for civil work with your puppies. No need for agitation with your puppies. The best thing for your puppies, especially if your puppy is bred and have the genetics to make a protection dog. And I say that because all dogs don't have what it takes to be a protection dog. So you have to have the genetics first of all. And if you got the genetics, it's there. So all you're doing is just laying down the foundation. There's no need to try to make this bad little puppy at that time. Play with that puppy. Teach that puppy some obedience. Socialize him. Take him around. Let him see the world. Manners, house training, crate training. But the protection work, it comes way further down the line. You know, at least 8, 9 months, and depending on your puppy, like my puppies that I have right now, my puppies and my dogs are slow matures, and I know this because I've been raising and breeding these dogs, this bloodline, for 14 years or longer. So I know my bloodline. So if I don't see anything at 8, 9 months, I'm not worried because I know that I have some dogs that are slow to mature. So I know I may see it a little bit later. Uh, Training a protection puppy, forget about the protection stuff. Just make you a nice, well-mannered puppy. Stick with the obedience. Stick with the socialization. Lay the foundation. Build the drive. But all the seriousness, all the man work, that comes way later down the road. Now, for any of you guys or any of my viewers, I see look like there's maybe about 6 people logged on now. If you got any questions, now's the time, and I'll read your questions and I'll try to answer your questions. So you see, I got to pull these glasses down now. Ah, yeah. So I can see any questions that pop up. Look, I'm gonna stay on here a few more minutes and try to give you guys a chance to type in a question so I can answer them. And if any of you guys got any need any information or knowledge on a subject, feel free to reach out to me. Keep us updated on Biggs. I want to see how he comes along. All right, man. So I hadn't done any protection stuff with Biggs since the last I posted. And I'm going to, if the weekend is nice, I'm going to try to do something. And like I tell you guys, it's unedited. And I'm going to show you how just time. And I haven't done anything else with him as far as protection wise, but I'm going to show you that when you got the genetics, there's no big hairy. And it's about quality of work. It's not about the quantity of work. Hector Martinez want to know, where did I learn to train? To be honest, buddy, man, it's a gift from God. I've always been an animal lover. I just kind of know what I would watch, see people's dog doing different things, and I'd be like, oh, I want to teach my dog that. I want my dog to learn that. And I would just go about trying to make him mimic what I saw. And then I would watch a few videos, and this is later in life, but early on, it was just about when we grew up as kids, man. Man, me and my buddies, we always had a dog, and we would let people tease our dog, jump at our dog. We would grab our puppies by the back of the neck and rub our puppies face together and teach them how to fight and sick get him. You know, it started out right there, but then I realized that's not what I was. That's not the result, and that's not how you make dogs. And you know, back then I was teaching my puppies to be dog aggressive because I always wanted, you know, with your buddy, I wanted my dog to be able to beat up his dog. He wanted his dog to be able to beat up my dog. So that's how we started out, you know. But as I got older, I did read a. It was one book that I kind of read. What's up, Kendrick, buddy? And it was the Kohler method of dog training, and it's very old school, but it's basic and it's good stuff. So you hear me talk about a trainer all the time. Training is nothing but teaching. So I'm a teacher. Out of curiosity, what made Q's previous owner give him back? Because I sure wouldn't want to give him up. Uh, the guy that owned Q, he had to go on a job that he wasn't wanting, that he wasn't expecting to go on, and he was going to be gone, and he really didn't want to leave Q with his young son, with Q being the dog that he was. So what I'm going to do is, in return, he gave me Q back, and I'm going to give him a puppy later at a later date, so his son can start with a puppy. So that's how I ended with Q back. Uh, but yeah, so back to how I learned. Like I say, man, it's just watching trial and error, and just understanding the concept of what teaching is, and you know, you build these dogs in steps. Respect for keeping it 100. Hey, I mean, keeping it 100 is the best way to go, man. I mean, you know, like I said, there's a lot of misguided information out there, you know, and sometimes, you know, when you guys watch a video, you see the what, but you don't see the how, and you don't know the why all the time. So you just seeing something, and that's how I was back in the day. I seen something. Oh, I want to get my dog to do this. So I start mimicking what I saw and things like that. But I figured out, hey, it's something somewhere in between that I missed out. So, uh, with, like I say, just being blessed, and I didn't get a chance to work under nobody that new dog training. So it was just being blessed, man, and watching and learning from everybody. You can learn from the people that's doing it wrong. You can learn from the people that's doing it right. I'd like to thank you guys and my viewers, man. I thank you guys for logging in and supporting and watching my videos. And basically, like I said, you know, I started this page out to offer my product, to expose my product, and to share my knowledge, because I don't mind sharing it. And a lot of these trainers out here think it's, you know, they think they got a big ass secret, and there's no secret. Hopefully, I'm expecting a litter about the first week of February, and if everything goes right, those pups should be ready by the end of March. I bred Athena to a friend of mine's dog. He got a nice black and red dog that should complement Athena pretty well. And if everything goes right, then when I go back, I will get some pictures and videos of her dad. So when I get ready to promote those pups, not only will you get a chance to see Athena, but you will get a chance to see the dad as well. Again, guys, if you like my videos, you know, share it with someone, especially if you know someone that's also interested in dogs. Hey, man, I am going to get on some more horse videos, okay? I brought Darling back to the house. I sent Smoke home. I brought Darling back, and I'm going to really start on Darling and a couple of my old roping horses, man. I'm gonna show you guys a video of just, I slacked up on their condition on them older horses, just kind of turned them out in the pasture, and I turned them out with Darling, and Darling's butterball fat, but these two older geldings, man, they come back looking like they done missed a few meals. So sometime when we get older, I mean, we got to change. Our diet changes. We can't survive on what we used to survive on. So I gotta put these older horses on a special diet, get them back up in some shape. But I'm gonna do some tuning on those. Those are my rope horses. But I'm definitely gonna start showing more horse videos, and I'll be starting with Darling. And I tell you what, that little pony that you guys see in my videos sometime, she is so smart. I went to feed and put her up today, and she ran around for 20 minutes before she went in her feeding area. So I put her little button around pen and started teaching her some manners a day. It's one thing that I cannot stand. Any animal or anything that I'm feeding and taking care of and going in my pocket to make sure you all right, boy, you got to do what I ask you to do. So that little pony, she got started today. So I'll probably even show some videos of her as well. Again, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna try to do a weekly live informational type video. Uh, so if there's anything that you guys want me to touch on, feel free to reach out. And as you know, I try to interact with my viewers as much as I can. I don't mind sharing my knowledge. I don't claim to be the best, but again, you've heard me say I'm far, far from the worst. My animals are not the best, but they are far, far from the worst. And if it's something that I have no knowledge of, trust me, I won't speak on it. Hey guys, this is CT with CT's Horse /dogs. I'm logging out. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.